Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video I'm showing you this cut crease tutorial and I will be playing with the newest NYX Cosmetics Avatar palette, which I was so excited to use because it's actually so pretty. Now before I go in with any eyeshadow, I'm first going to prime the eyelids and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. I'm using this primer in all my videos, I absolutely love it. Then after using it, I set it with some translucent powder. Then I'm going to take these eyeshadow guards and apply them underneath the eyes. And then here you have the new NYX Cosmetics palette. I think it's so pretty. It definitely has some more bold colors, but it also has some neutrals. So if you guys want me to do another video, maybe more of a wearable everyday look or anything you guys want to see, just let me know and I can do like another video using it. So I started with this green color and I'm just going to blend this kind of like in the inner corner area and the crease. Then I went in with this blue color and I'm going to focus with this color kind of like at the center of the crease area and just kind of blending it back and forth. Also went on top of that green to kind of blend those two colors into each other. And if you feel like it doesn't look good, you can always go back in with the green and add a little bit more blue, just until you feel like the transition from the green to blue looks nice. So I went in with a different blending brush to kind of blend along the edges to make it look more soft. And then I went in with this color, which is a little bit more like a greenish aqua turquoise kind of shade. I don't even know what kind of shade this is. But I'm blending this more in the outer V, and then again I'm also softly blending it on top of that color that I used in the center to kind of melt everything together. So I just continue to blend and kind of making circular motions on my brush. And of course, everything I'm doing at one side, I'm also doing at the other side. Let me know actually if you prefer me showing steps on both of my eyes, or if you feel like I can just show it on one side. I know you guys really like it when I do an eye look on both of my eyes so you can see the end result on both of my eyes. But do you also like me to see, like when I apply eyeshadow, to first do it on my left eye and then do it on my right eye? Or do you feel like that's just a little bit too much and I can just show it on one side and then after that show the end result on both of my eyes? Let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious to know how you feel about this, or maybe you've never really thought about that. I would love to hear some feedback. So now I went in with some concealer and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer. I was thinking I said it wrong, but it's actually the Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC15. It's actually a super nice concealer. I absolutely love it. I've been using it for years to use it like for my cut crease, and it just works really well, and it's also very long wearing. I mean, the name speaks for itself, the Pro Longwear. It does kind of crease when you haven't applied any eyeshadow on top of it, so when you apply the concealer, you want to be a little bit quick, not move your eyelids too much, and apply the eyeshadow as soon as you can. And if you do see some creases, make sure you blend them away before you apply the eyeshadow. So now I use this color and applying this at the inner corner of the eyelid and kind of making tapping motions. Then I went in with this pink color. I wanted to include some pink as well because else I felt like, I mean, it's not wrong, but I just felt like this eye look had a little bit too much of the green color, so I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, include some of the pinks as well, and I think it turned out pretty well because it's not like a vibrant pink, it's actually more like a holographic kind of pink. In different lighting it looks different, and I think that's really beautiful. So now I went in with this color and applied it right next to the pink and also slightly on top of the pink so it kind of fades into each other. Then I went in with this darker green color and applied that next to that previous color that I used. Again, also slightly on top of it to make it melt into each other. I always do that because it just makes the transition look nicer, as if the eyeshadows kind of blend over in each other's colors. And if you feel like you've applied too much, you can always go back in with the previous color and add a little bit more of that. So now to connect everything, I went in with this matte color and applied that kind of like in the corner where no product was left. Kind of blended that into the matte shades in my crease so everything kind of melts together. Then I went in with this purple color and I use this for my eyeliner. So what I do, I take a eyeliner brush and I spray a little bit of setting spray on it so it gets a little bit wet. And then I dip my brush into the eyeshadow that I want to use, and then I use it to create a line above the lash line. And because I use a wet brush, it makes the eye color look just a little bit more pigmented, a little bit darker, so it stands out a little bit more. And I wanted to include as much of the palette as possible. And I felt like, let me just do a purple, because you can still kind of see like that pink on the eyelid, and it kind of has the same color undertone as that eyeliner, and I just think it looks really nice together. So that's how it's currently looking. Now we're gonna focus on the lower lash line. So I went in with this kind of like purple blue kind of shade, using a Sigma Beauty flat diviner brush and using this for underneath the lower lash line. Just kind of blending my brush back and forth. Then I went in with some pencil because I thought it would be smarter to do that before going in with eyeshadows actually. So I used a black pencil, and I think the one that I used is by Makeup Forever. It's a really nice black pencil. Then I went in with the black eyeshadow from the palette and used again the Sigma Beauty flat diviner brush. I do have a special discount code for Sigma, which I will link down in the description bar. And I'm just pressing this eyeshadow as tight as possible underneath the lower lash line, so it really makes my lower lash line look super smoky. Then to blend it out, I first went in with this pink color and blended that kind of like at the beginning part underneath the lower lash line. Since I've done like a lot of ombres in my crease, I went from green to like darker green. On the eyelid, I used a different color, so I wanted to do that for the lower lash line as well. So first I just went in with this pink color and applied it at both sides, of course, and then kind of like at the inner corner towards the middle part of the lower lash line. And I went them in a few times with this color to kind of build up the color payoff so it looks as pink as possible. And then next to that, I'm going to go in with this green color and just kind of blend that from the middle part towards the outer part, and just add a few layers to, again, kind of build up the color payoff of the shade. Then after that, I went in with this kind of like shimmery color and used that for underneath the lower lash line, but also applied a little bit of that in the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just dragging it a bit lower towards the lower lash line and slightly applying this on top of the pink. And I think it looks really pretty because you can still kind of see that pink peeking through, but it gives a really beautiful effect. Then now I'm going to curl my lashes because it's already time for mascara. And I'm using my current favorite mascara, which is the Lancome L'Absolu Noir mascara. I don't really know how to pronounce the mascara's name, but I will link it down in the description bar in case you're curious. I'm just really loving this mascara. It works really well. Then I popped on some lashes, and here you have the finished result. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Also, don't forget to tell me if you want to see another video where I use this palette. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!